It's Brainwash with Dr. Tom, and drum rolls with Tracy Thornton out of Greensboro, North Carolina. You selected 20 influence songs for us today. Can you tell us how you came up with your list?
It was really cool. Like, when you asked me to put this list together, I just started going back when I started learning how to play the drums, and it was just different songs that stuck out that probably influenced the direction I went with in music and drumming. And like we were talking about earlier, it's like I probably could have put 200 songs down, 2,000, but these are 20 that stick out. So obviously, what they say, your first, intuition you should go with. So there we have it.
So it's easy. We could have just done a Tracy Thornton show of 200 songs over the next 2 years, right?
I'm sure the audience would have stayed tuned for that.
Onto the list, KISS Alive, 100,000 Years.
Yes. Well, when I was, 5 or 6 years old, I was allowed to get my first KISS record, but I couldn't keep the pictures. I had to throw those away because with the blood and all that stuff coming out of Gene's mouth. But they did let me get the record. My mom and dad scratched out Hotter Than Hell and Cold Gin, so I wouldn't listen to those two songs. But the 100,000 Years, of course, on the KISS Alive record is the big 10-minute song with the big Peter Criss drum solo. And I didn't have a real drum kit then. I had like boxes, I had hubcaps, I had anything that I could hit on, pots and pans. Didn't really have a real drum kit, but I would surround myself with them like Peter Criss. And some buddies of mine would come over with tennis rackets, and we put the makeup on our face. And but the whole record, of course, I loved. But and of course, when you're 6, you like KISS because you just like looking at them, But yeah, that with the big drum solo, I tried to learn how to play it, and just the whole vibe of that kind of music, and really hearing the first drum solo was really, really cool. I was too young to go really see them live, so that was like my experience. What a live show would be.
Can you verbally recreate some of that drum part?
I think, man, I used to. This is what got me disappointed. When you grow up and really learn to know better.
Yeah.
He's got all these drums, and when you're a kid, his drum set looks bigger than a house.
Yeah.
But then when you see old footage of it, he's basically playing one drum with a flange on it.
Yeah.
So one drum's going, right?
Yeah.
But with the phalange, the drum sounds like, and he's like, man, he's going up and down all these drums, but it was all Hollywood and effects. And then you're like, and then, KISS is coming. By the time this interview airs, it would be in here. So I'll see Peter Criss for a third time in my life.
Yeah.
I love KISS, but he's got to be one of the worst rock drummers on the planet. So, sorry, Peter, but I'd have the gig in a heartbeat. So anyway, but yeah, as a 6-year-old kid, it was the changing of the world.